The story is set in the world of Thel-Harathna. We see a man fleeing from a dog that resembles a beast. Despite the fact that the man had no idea where he was, he attacked the dog that was attempting to kill him. In the midst of his doubts, the man receives a message that explains the type of monster he is fighting. The man was, as expected, taken aback. He began to wonder when his life had gone wrong. Ryu Han-Bin had recently been discharged from the army and was enjoying his life. He gets sucked into another world while going about his daily routine. He, along with many others, were summoned to this world. Han-Bin can hear a mysterious voice in this world. The voice was to communicate a directive to the summoned people. Unfortunately for Han-Bin, he receives a broken guideline and is thrown into a completely new world with a useless guideline. We are returned to Han-Bin, who has successfully killed the Hell Dog. He has doubts about his life and is concerned about his parents. The system tells him he has little chance of surviving in this world and that he should commit suicide. Instead of panicking, Han has increased his self-esteem. Following that, the system instructs him to select a job to assist him. Han-Bin decides to become a magician, but due to a faulty system, he is forced to become a warrior, and he is even given a sword instead of the spear he requested. Using this sword, Han-Bin decides to survive in this world, but he has a problem: he has never used a sword. 7 days have passed since Han-Bin arrived in this world. He realized he needed to fight Hell Dogs to level up, and he is gradually becoming accustomed to the Hell Dog pattern. The only problem is that he lacks skill with a sword, but he does have a single skill called Stab that allows him to kill the Hell Dogs. Fortunately for Han-Bin, Hell Dogs can be eaten. Han-Bin recalls being summoned alongside 7 billion other people. He wonders where those people ended up. That's when he receives a message telling him he can leave his current area if he reaches level 5. The Rocky Mountains are the name of the area Han-Bin is in. He is to join the other summoned people to level up to 20 after he leaves this mountain. When he reaches level 20, he will be transported to Rathna, where the real battle begins. Although this irritates Han-Bin, he is relieved that he will be able to leave his current location and meet new people. Han-Bin went in search of Hell Dogs to defeat after receiving that information. But, because the Hell Dogs get stronger as Han-Bin levels up, defeating them wasn't easy. Han-Bin only did 3 things after that: eat, sleep, and fight. On the 27th day, Han-Bin reached the required level to leave this mountain rather than progressing to the next level. After 5 Han-Bins, the level was reduced to 1. Han-Bin initially believes the system is tampering with him, so he checks it again, but to his surprise, his level has dropped. Han-Bin was irritated. After calming down, he noticed that his stats had not changed and that he still possessed all of his acquired skills. Han-Bin believes he received a cheat because if he still had the skills and strength he had when he was in level 4, but the system says he is in level 1, the system would reward him. Send a Hell Dog on a similar level. Unfortunately for Han-Bin, the Hell Dogs grew stronger as his stats and abilities improved. For 7 years, Han-Bin's level kept returning to 1, and he hunted countless powerful Hell Dogs in the hopes of reaching the required level 5. During these 7 years, Han-Bin discovered that some and so-called chosen ones cannot age. Their wounds will never heal, and because he never reached level 4, he was only allowed to learn 3 skills, which he already possessed. Han-Bin awoke in his former world in the following episode. Suddenly, a system prompt asked him if he wanted to end his life. He was only dreaming, and he was still stuck in the Rocky Mountains. After 10 years, Han-Bin has grown so strong that he will not die if he falls from a cliff, but he is still stuck in level 1. Han-Bin begins to wonder if he should simply end his life. After calculating how many years he had spent in the mountains, instead, he found a hobby and accepted his new reality. Han has built a house out of the bones of Hell Dogs due to the number of years he has spent in the mountains. He no longer lived in rage, according to Han-Bin. A massive Hell Dog smashed Bin's house to pieces at that precise moment. At the same time, the Hell Dog attacked Han-Bin, but it lost its hand. Han-Bin was understandably irritated because it had taken him 3 years to build that house. Han-Bin decides to construct his next home from the bones of the current hell dog. He knew how hell dogs fought because he was constantly hunting them. The hell dog launched an attack known as Dragon's Breath, but Han easily shielded himself with his body. But he was enraged because the attack had burned a section of his hair. Han-Bin survived the attack, which surprised the hell dog. He decided to cast multiple spells, but Han-Bin easily destroys them by shielding himself with the earth. Han-Bin then attacked the hell dog. Han-Bin initially makes a mistake due to his lack of skill with a sword. However, after swinging a sword over a skill known as cross impact, this ability has never failed to dispatch a hell dog. We are transported to another location where a mysterious being is inspecting Han-Bin's file. We learn from this mysterious being that Han-Bin has been trapped on that mountain for 22 years. Han-Bin awakens the next day. He finds himself in a forest in the northern part of the Rathnam continent, has reached level 5, and has acquired a communication skill. Han-Bin finds the situation strange, but he is too happy to care. While he was taking a bath, the system appeared and told him to kill one of Rathnam's 6 goddesses. If he completes this mission successfully, he will be able to select one of 3 options. The first option is eternal youth and immortality, the second is to be returned to Earth with his skills intact, and the third is to be granted 3 wishes. While he was inspecting his system, a dragon appeared because Han-Bin was taking a bath with his weapon far away. Immediately following the dragon's attack on Han-Bin attacks the dragon with his fist, and the dragon is blown away, much to Bin's surprise. Ephir is the name of the dragon. It used to be a dragon that knights rode. However, the dragon encountered an ordeal in the form of the prince of the kingdom. The prince desired to ride her, but this is a difficult task, so he fell off her as punishment. The knight who wrote the letter was killed, and the other knights assisted Ephir in fleeing the kingdom. However, because Ephir was a fugitive, the otherworlders arrived to kill him in order to level up. Ever the generous dragon, she set the otherworlders free, but they returned in force and attacked her. After that, anyone who came to the forest was attacked. That's why she went after Han-Bin. And it turns out that Ephir is a wyvern, a monster similar to a dragon. Han-Bin inquires about Ephir's current location after hearing his story. He discovers that his system has not been updated, and he is labeled as an otherworlder. The otherworlders first appeared in this world 40 years ago, as the otherworlders grew stronger with each Rathian killed. 4 heroes appeared at this time. Baralt the Sword King, Zenobia the Archimage, Garhon the Terrible, and Holian the Life and Death Transcendentalist were their names. In an instant, these heroes slaughtered the otherworlders. Han-Bin was enraged when he heard this story because he had just escaped and now everyone on the continent was against him. Let us know in the comments if you want part 2 of this video. Also, before you leave, please remember to like and subscribe. See you later, guys.